Hello, today is March 6. I got back home yesterday, March 5, after lunch. Actually, the discharge documentation thing, the payment itself took a while. My doctor sent the discharge orders around 6 a.m. They were able to process it around 8, and it took like almost 4 hours, 5 hours for them to completely process the discharge orders. But we're still grateful because they were able to lessen the total hospital bills with my benefits that I had when I was still working in Metro Manila, while I was still doing an office job. After all these years, I'm still able to use it, and it's quite a lot. Like, it covered my emergency appendectomy, so we're good in that, and I'm really, really thankful. It also took a while for them to sort out my medicines. So, of course, they gave me the prescription, but they can arrange it for me. But it took them a really long while for them to deliver it to us, and then actually discharge us, like take us to the exit or whatever. So we were able to get back home at around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We were already starving, but we're glad that this is over and that everything is manageable. The pets are all over the place, but they were stressed because it's like 5 days of them being alone here most of the time. My husband do go home like 2 to 3 times a day to check up on them. Thankfully, the hospital is just like 10 to 15 minutes walk, so he was able to check up on them, still walk them, feed them, clean the house at least, and do most of the household chores. I think they know that I'm recovering, that I have a wound here somewhere. So even though I know, I can see in their face that they want to get close to me, they're a bit wary. So they try to, but they're not as energetic than they normally would be. I'm actually editing all of the videos that I've accumulated this past 3 months, just now that I have the energy to do so, because since December until yesterday, or until the surgery, it's like everything is on limbo. We don't really have the energy or in the mood to do anything else but focus on this ordeal, that we are able to get past it. Today I'm recovering. Starting today, I'll be taking 2 to 3 weeks of a break from my work, and then slowly ease in to working, because so I don't me not working is it's really difficult for me not to worry about work, and I don't really want to be rusty with drawing. I still find my work enjoyable. It's like both my hobby and my career in one. So, but right now I want to focus on other things that I am not able to do during my normal routine. When I'm working, I want to be able to edit the videos I couldn't, and do some personal projects, and play all of my backlog games as a way for me to relax, watch all the movies and series that I barely could when I'm working. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm really thankful for my husband for really taking good care of me and taking care of everything that I can't while I'm recovering. He's also going to be walking Lucy, my dog, while I can't. And then next week, I'll be having my follow-up check-up with the doctor that did my appendectomy, the emergency appendectomy. And then in 2 weeks, the week after next week, Monday, I'll also be going back to my OB/GYN for another follow-up checkup. And then next month, I'll be going to my other doctor, the cardiologist that cleared me for surgery, for also another follow-up for my cholesterol and uric acid, to see if it normalized. I also weighted myself. Like before the surgery, I was around 54, 53 kilos. And now I'm around 48. So that's about 5 kilos that I lost. That's about 5 kilos of fibroid in my reproductive system and my appendix. So that's quite a lot. But I lost weight because I've lost a system, on a whole system in my body. They already removed my uterus, of course, because that is where the fibroid is. They also removed my fallopian tubes, my cervix, and unfortunately, they had to remove my ovaries, even though originally we discussed that if it is healthy, that to leave it alone. But because it is not, I also said that if my ovaries are compromised, that I'm allowing them to remove it, because I don't want to have another surgery just because of my ovaries. I don't want to go through that again as much as possible. And I'm also sitting up, and then I also walk from time to time to avoid adhesions as advised by the doctor that did my appendectomy. I don't really know what kind of doctor he is, but I assume that he is specializing in the digestive system. So I don't really know how what to call that doctor, but let's just say he's the one who did my appendectomy. So yeah, I'm really glad that he was able to go to the surgery as fast as he could, because it is an emergency. So you know, I was already open by the time that they figured out that I needed it. So thankfully, he lives also near by the hospital. So yeah, that is my current update. I'm about to stand up, go to the bathroom, and you know, at least it's a walk to the bathroom, so it's an exercise, and then do my business, and do a little bit of walking around. So just to have a bit of exercise to make sure that I'm healing well. Before anything else, look how small my tummy is right now. Like before, it I look like a pregnant person, but now, you know, I feel like I'm back to my college years when I was really, really thin. I'm not sure if it's something that you can see on camera. Yes, this is easier to see with zoom out. So yeah, that is me right now. I guess it's a plus side of, the surgery. Hopefully I could get back to normal as soon as I can. Today is March 9th. It is 7 days after my surgery. 1 week. Yeah, 7 days, 1 week, obviously, right? Today I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing really okay. I'm able to walk a little bit more normally, sit quite a long time. I haven't really laid down on the bed like, like when during the first day, like day two, day three, even when I got back home. I would still lay down from time to time. But since 2 days ago, I'm able to sit down a little bit longer, just do normal stuff, except, house chores and work. I can work, I can draw, I can do my usual stuff, but I want to take this time next week until I finish my appointment with my OB-GYN and tell me if I can, actually do my normal activities. Uh, just take this time to recover. Today, I'm slowly winning myself out of the painkillers. I only took the painkiller that I am taking once a day. This one here. In my prescription, I can only take this once a day because this is a really strong painkiller. It's not even. This is only a prescription drug. You can't really get this over the counter. You need prescriptions from your doctor. I'm trying not to take the over the counter ones, the mefenamic, because today is actually my last day to take this, but I think I'm doing okay without this now. I don't want to get too used to it because it's actually bad for your health to get too used to taking too much medicine. I'm only taking the ones that are really needed, and my doctor only prescribed this just, if I feel like I needed it, then I can take this one, but not too much. This one, I think I can only take it until today. So, but I still have like one, five more of this as reserve. I'm going to double check my notes, but I can only take this for 5 days since my discharge. So tomorrow I don't really need to take this, but I'm keeping it just in case. As for my antibiotics, I'm taking these for like 3 times a day and for 1 week. So 1 week after I got discharged. So until Tuesday, that will be the day before I go for a follow up to the one who did my appendectomy. So I still need to take this. And then as for the vitamin C, they actually gave me this in my prescription. It's vitamin ascorbic acid plus zinc. I have to take this twice a day for a month because vitamin C will help me heal faster. But my doctor also told me that I can also use or take these cuts, vitamin C. They're good. So once I run out of this, then I'm going to switch over to these Cotsis because I already have them. I always take them whenever, I remember getting them. But usually, I think I have an overabundance of vitamin C because I really like eating vitamin C rich foods like pineapples, oranges, and I really like taking citron tea until I get checked by my doctor. Every day I have to change my wound dressing, my incision dressing with this. This is a upside pause up. It looks like a really large band-aid. So it's actually waterproof. So as long as you're wearing it, you can take a bath. So I'm taking a shower, not a bath, shower. I'm taking a shower with this still on me, and then after I dried myself, I take it off, and then my husband helps me and he disinfects my incision using this. This is a Q-Tip F skin disinfectant. Both of these were my doctor told me to get this before I was admitted to the hospital before my surgery. I already have this and they're ready. And then of course I showed this to her, and it's actually perfect. I actually bought a really big bottle, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. For this, I need to change this every day until I get checked by my OB/GYN again, and she will be the one who's going to clear me if I still need to the dressing, because so far when I'm slightly touching the incision, it's not really painful, but I don't want to push it. Don't even want to try wearing anything above it, even just an underwear. I don't even want to try it yet until my doctor said so that it's okay. She really did a great job with my stitches. It's really almost as if there's no folding of the skin compared to the others that I actually see. There's like a lot of folding. Of course, there's a visible, there's an incision and there are stitches, but it's really, really clean. And I'm really happy with these stitches. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. She would also recommend me to do a certain radio frequency. I don't know, or red light. I don't really know, but something that will help lessen the scar. But that will be like 2 weeks after. But I plan to do that when I'm like 100% or at least 90% recovered, so that I can go to the other hospital that she's in to do that, because the machine that is going to be used for that procedure is not on the hospital that I got my surgery. It is on the other hospital that she goes to. So for my snack today, I actually had a protein shake because brother told me to take a lot of proteins. I also read that taking proteins will help me heal faster, aside from the vitamin C, because you'll be able to recover your muscle quickly and everything else. So far, right now, I'm able to eat a little bit more normal. I'm able to finish a whole cup of rice, but I don't want to push it, and let's. I'm also trying not to get used to eating a lot, because I'm not sure how's my metabolism's going to work moving forward. My digestion is a little bit normal now compared to the day I was discharged and the day after, where it's a little funny. It's doing a lot of things, and it's a little bit TMI, but it's not really bad, but I'd rather not go to the bathroom every time I eat. So, but now it's normal. It's a normal now. Yeah, the day when I went home, I could barely eat. Although I can already eat solid, I just can't eat a lot. Now I'm, a little bit normal. And every day I actually still walk with my though way slower compared to when I was doing it before the surgery, where I can walk like 2 kilometers or more. I don't really know, but for around 40 minutes at my normal speed. Today or yesterday, I'm walking for about 20 minutes, really slow, because we don't really want to push it in the pace that I am most comfortable. But yeah, I can walk, and I plan to continue that, and push a little bit more every day, as, as long as I can do it and as long as it is comfortable. So yeah, that is my update for this day. And again, it's 7 days after my surgery. So that is my update. Today is March 12th. It's a Wednesday, so it's 10 days after my surgery. I'm doing way better now. Today we went to the general surgeon who did my appendectomy for a follow-up checkup. The only restrictions I have is to not lift anything more than 5 pounds. Anything heavy for a month is my usually he said that it is supposed to be just 3 weeks, but he wanted to give it a bit more time to make sure that I'm doing way better. So 1 month. But that is just restrictions from him. So we don't know yet from my main doctor to my primary doctor who actually did the hysterectomy. The doctor that we went to was the one, like mentioned, did the removal of my appendix. So yeah, and then after that, it only took just about 5 minutes, 10 minutes of discussion. He checked my tummy if they're hurting or anything. So far they're fine. The one who's going to check about the status of my incision, the wound, would be my primary doctor. And then after that, we went to the basement. The elevator can only go down up to the ground floor, and then we had to take the stairs to the basement floor. Thankfully, I was able to do it, to go downstairs, use the stairs without any problems. I really wanted to try it too, to see if I can handle stairs, and yeah, I can do it pretty normally. Also, I'm still slouch, but the general surgeon actually told me to straighten up a bit, but I don't want to stretch my stomach yet, because there's still a little bit of sting, because it is still a wound. I can walk fine. I can go down the stairs and go up the stairs fine. We went there to get my medical records, basically my medical abstract and then the operation report. So I needed them for claiming insurance. And then maybe next week, when I go to my primary doctor for another follow-up checkup, that is when I'll be able to get my medical certificate. That would complete all of my requirements for claiming the insurance. As for my recovery, there are no restrictions when it comes to food, so I am able to drink Coke again. Oh, I love it. I love Coke. If you know Nomad Push, he also loves Coke, and I also love Coke, so I also call Coke Coke San now because of him. But anyways, no restrictions, so I'm also able to eat now normally. Like I can finish a cup of rice, but I don't want to go over it. We have to still be a little bit careful when it comes to eating. My stomach can tolerate more food. Cleared with antibiotics, no more antibiotics. Only take painkillers as needed, and as much as possible, only take the weaker ones, not the stronger ones. But I do still have the strong ones, 5 pieces of it. I'll just follow what the prescription says. So just taking mefenamic acids when needed. When needed, I just took one before I go to the hospital to make sure I can handle walking and standing and sitting a lot because it's a different place from home. He also encouraged me to continue walking as exercise, so I'll do that. And I'm also he also said it's fine for me to take showers because already am taking showers because the bandage that I have that's covering my incision is waterproof. So by the 17th I will know if I still need these bandages or I can forgo it. We'll see. Today is March 17th. It's a Monday. Since Thursday last week, I started to have some vaginal bleeding. Well, just a few drops, I guess. It doesn't really make a panty liner full. I can use one or two panty liners in a day, but not because the first panty liner gets full. It's more of like I just want to change it. But yeah, normally it happens around noon, afternoon, and then by night it disappears. So, of course, I asked my doctor about it and she said it's normal. And then on Saturday night, I had a slight fever, even until yesterday and a bit this morning. I feel like I have a slight fever. Saturday and Sunday night, I took ibuprofen plus paracetamol and it took care of it this afternoon. So it's already night. This afternoon, we went to my OB/GYN doctor for my follow-up checkup for 2 weeks after the surgery. And of course, I told her all about this, and she said it's normal because the stitches inside are healing. And so, of course, there are still some blood that are still inside after the surgery. So now it's slowly seeping out. It's part of the healing process. And then, of course, slight fever is okay. If it's something that a paracetamol could take care of, then it's okay. Of course, I was originally worried of infection, but she said because I took the antibiotics after I was discharged, so I'm fine. Of course, she checked my incision. That's the whole purpose of me going there, is to check how my wound is healing, and it's healing great. So I no longer need to put a band-aid on it. And she prescribed me a cream. This is it, Cachubex. It's meant for scar healing to make the incision scar heal faster. I have to put this like 3 times a day, so morning, afternoon, and evening. And then as for taking a shower, I can take a shower. I can put soap on it, but not rub it in. So just, let the water and soap flow. Basically, I don't need the disinfectant spray that and the pause up. I don't need to use this anymore. And this as well. This is really expensive. It costs about 175 pesos, so around $3 each. But it really helped a lot because it is waterproof. I think it is a better option if you really wanted to be able to take a bath after like 3 days after you get discharged. Doctor also explained to me the biopsy results. So of course, regarding the myoma, the fibroid, what happened is that my fibroid grew sideways to the right side. So that is why it covered my right ovary during the ultrasound. And it's because it's growing sideways, for it to centered inside my body, it kind of bended in a way. So of course it affected my appendix. That's why it has to be removed. And turns out my ovaries has a cyst, just a tiny bit, not enough for it to be cancerous yet, but thankfully they were able to remove it because if it grew, then it would be really dangerous. Basically, my biopsy means that no cancer is detected, so I'm good. All I have to do is recover, and I have another follow-up checkup in a month, so April. So yeah, everything's good. I just have to take it slow, do not do anything strenuous, but I can almost go back to how it was before. But no dog walking yet, no extra heavy work around the house. Maybe slowly get back to it, but it's better to be careful because I only have this chance to do it. Sometimes I do get dizzy. That probably means that I'm overdoing it. So, but every time I think I drink Gatorade. So, yeah, I have Gatorade in here, Blue Bolt one, because it's the best. It's the one that I like. Of course, that's my personal preference. I figured that during my stay in the hospital, during the IV, the one that they put on me, it has electrolytes. It makes me feel better. So I figured that electrolytes will also make me feel better, and it did. So if I feel dizzy, I just drink Gatorade. And you know now that I think about it, me feeling dizzy is the same. It's like the same feeling that when I get overworked back when I was still doing when I still go to the gym. When I get too tired, I also do get dizzy when I push myself too hard. Like you're almost fainting, but not yet. So back then, when that happens, I drink Gatorade, and it makes me feel better and more energized. And right now, when that happens during this recovery journey of mine, I also drink Gatorade, and it makes me feel better, not 100% like the dizziness just go away, but it lessens like for 75%, 70%. So it really does help. Right now I'm not dizzy, so I'm okay. If you are like in the same situation, I highly recommend keeping a Gatorade or anything with electrolytes with you. I put mine in a thermal bottle like this, so to keep it cold. Of course, I take vitamins and vitamin C's twice a day. My doctor said Scott C's are good. You can go for that. I like Scots's because it tastes yummy. So I just take two of them a day, and then of course multivitamins. That's my update, and I'm going to end this vlog here, and will update you more about my recovery in a month if I hear more about from my doctor. So anyways, thank you for watching, and hope this whole thing helps, the information that I provided. So have a great day.